New York City migrants crisis worsens as more busloads do pull into the city, and up to 15 more are expected in the next few days.
This all coming ahead of Title 42's expiration and a second migrant death by a suicide in the city's shelter system. Here to discuss is former NYPD Commissioner Bernie Kerik. Commissioner, this is a sanctuary city, New York. Many Democratic-run cities are. And so there's a prohibition with their public safety, police departments, corrections from actually working with the federal government. Is this like, hey, you get what you deserve now? You've created your own crisis?
Well, it pretty much is. I mean, this is what Eric Adams called for initially. He has failed to go after the president. He's refused to go after the president and tell him to stop the influx at the border. He said New York City was a sanctuary city and would take care of anybody that came into the city. Well, now he's getting what he deserves at the peril to the people of New York City, the true tax-paying citizens of New York that are witnessing violent crime increases like we haven't seen in 30 years. They're witnessing homeless on the streets like we haven't seen in 20, 30 years. The entire city has changed. I was in the city this morning, right along Fifth Avenue, traveling down Fifth Avenue, right near the Plaza Hotel, one of the landmarks of New York City. There's homeless encampments that I've never seen at all. Even as my time as a cop back in the 80s and 90s, I've never seen anything like I saw today, just this morning. So this is his fault. He shouldn't have allowed it to happen, and he's not doing anything about it now that it has.
Yeah, Commissioner, I was looking at some headlines before we were starting the segment here. Eric Adams warns of New York City service cuts to prioritize migrants. The New York Times says, as migrants arrive in New York, Adams says a new wave would strain the city. So as you pointed out, we can't even, and by I say we, I mean New York City can't even take care of the people already in New York City, much less an influx. Eric Adams has also said his requests for help, despite the sanctuary city claim to the federal government, have gone unanswered. What's it going to take to get the administration to listen?
Basically, it's going to take the rest of the country to do the same thing that Eric Adams is doing today. The bottom line is, if Joe Biden continues to allow millions of people into this country illegally, and that's what he's doing. He's assisting in the illegal transfer of these people into the U.S. If he continues that, it's only going to get worse for New York City and all these other sanctuary cities around the country. Look at El Paso, Texas, with a Democratic mayor. The guy is dying. You have people leaving their ranches, just leaving their property and running to other locations because of the influx of people that's surrounding those towns. This is insane, and it's all Joe Biden's fault, and he's got to do something about it.
Well, all Eric Adams is asking for is more money. He's not even asking for the problem to be fixed. That's what El Paso is saying, like instead of sealing the border, we have to take care of those who come over. I mean, it's just like a completely upside down mentality right now.
Yeah, the bottom line is, it's, Eric Adams can ask for all the money in the world. The bottom line is, he's not going to get that money. The country doesn't have it. And even if he got it, it's not going to stop the problem at hand. It's not going to stop the problem at hand.
Yeah, throwing money at a problem. I think we've learned, although Democrats may not have, that's not going to help anything. But I don't want to make this just about New York City, because that's where we all are. But even across the country, in the city of Portland, Oregon, the year 2022 alone saw more than 200,000 police dispatch calls for disorderly activity and crime, with the average high priority call waiting upwards of 20 minutes for a response in October. Citizens are calling it utter lawlessness. Again, we're talking about a Democratic-led city, and the people who live there, many of whom probably voted Democrat, have had enough.
Well, you know what? That's what happens. Look at New York City back in 1993 when they elected Rudy Giuliani after David Dinkins, first-term black mayor who said he was going to clean up the city and didn't do it. Eventually, when you see these, surges in violent crime and depletion in services and lower economic values and lower real estate values, eventually the people wake up and they say, we don't care what party they're from, just bring in somebody to fix it. And that's what's going to eventually happen in the White House, in New York City, in Portland, and these other cities around the country.
Well, crime was on the ballot probably this November, and they still voted Democrat, many people. But Bernie Kerik, thank you for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.